You're listening to the Joint Sermons on the Push Media Podcast Network.
I don't even want to start the show. Let's just go ahead and start the party. Another week and another Redman verse.
Let's go.
Hey, West Coast, what the fuck is up? I'm gonna drop some jewels for y'all motherfuckers. Let's go. Yeah. Smoke. Jack Boy Beast, nigga. Smoke. Check it out. Hey, my mindset, cold red. Make sure it resonates for the youngins and the old heads. My vision high quality from low res. My fan bomb like an atom, gold man. I'm a mortar to the new world order. I live underground while the top getting slaughtered. My sons and my daughter inherit the kingdom. Captain Cannabis, I walk with a green thumb. I push pride to the side and I learn something. I got a bird's eye view while I'm buck hunting. Bucks. Call it cream or the guap. I'm a 90s nigga. I'm the cream of the crop. Everybody got a podcast. In the past, I did them. A lot of them now, I bypass.
Does that count as a shout out to us? Because we have a podcast?
I think it does, yeah. Absolutely.
That's why I'm vulnerable in the booth, nigga. Hey. Yes, sir.
For anybody who hasn't seen this video, he is literally partying in the studio, having fun like a child.
Yeah.
Just like a kid playing with toys. And
He doesn't
I feel the energy.
miss. Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel the energy. And his engineer in the studio with him in the background goofing off. Like, this album's going to be so good because I think they're just having fun.
Yep.
Hollywood house parties, I never did it. Sacrifice my character, I never
He shout out P. Diddy right there.
Absolutely.
But if I spill the beans, they might kill the king. I stayed in a safe zone. This is all me, nigga. I ain't been cloned. Since 18, I moved pounds up in the street. Around when Suge Knight and Easy had beef. I'm still here, nigga. Feel my genuine draft. No Miller, instrumental killer. I wrap circles around these rap dudes. In my world, bad news is good news. Microwave niggas, they hot but cold later. Me, I be that grandma cook food. My set Gilla house click, cause Red Man is the shit. Bitch, let's go.
Dude, that's just so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
He can rap over anything. I mean, the whole rapping over an iPhone ringtone, I was like, yeah. And his bars just go. Like, he doesn't miss. And it's like, he's always been a guy that's been super lyrical on the mic, but is not afraid to have fun. And like, just, you could just tell he's just vibing out, just rocking other people's beats. Like, this could be a whole mixtape of him just rapping over other people's stuff. And I would be like,
I was just going to say, I would like a whole jacking
right
for
now.
beats. A whole jacking for beats from him.
Absolutely. Just give me 20 minutes of him just going off and, have somebody put it together so it just flips seamlessly through the beats and it would just be instant classic instantly.
He would take any beat and sit around and say, picking boogers, cutting farts. And we're over here bobbing our head.
Yeah, absolutely. And he would come up with like clever punchlines to go with it. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't understand.
He's just like, listen, I've always been a huge fan of Reggie Noble, and he's just showing everybody that you can get older and still. Oh, absolutely.
He's better than them. That's what it is.
He's been bodying things since the 90s, and he just hasn't stopped. You know what I mean? And like, dude's jumping out of airplanes, living his best life, just ripping everybody's beats effortlessly. And it's like, if he's not in your top three, you're not a serious head. Like, you don't like music.
Well, what gets me is, obviously, I don't know the same exact date, but there was that one point where him and Meth got really hardcore into like working out and bodybuilding and eating healthy and all that. And both of their personalities, their public personalities that we see, the perception changed. It's like when you were teasing me for getting goofy and happy all the time because of my fun socks.
Well, it was terrifying.
Yeah, I understand, but I completely understand. And I thank you for noticing that, but they did the same thing in a way. We just weren't hanging out with them. They did the same thing though. Their whole personalities changed. The way they talk in interviews. They're still themselves. They still sound like themselves. They talk like themselves. They seem to have the same opinions and personality, but they're happy.
Yeah.
Well, and I will spend anything to talk about fitness.
Well, I mean, clearly that's who you are now. That's your whole thing: socks and fitness.
Yes, Richard Simmons is dead, and I am alive. What?
Nothing. That's a deep
I wonder
cut
if I could get
reference.
his Twitter handle.
Who knows? Maybe you can get a sponsorship from his estate.
Sweating to the oldies in the big back seat, sweating to the oldies. Get some candy cane 80s biker shorts and
hey, listen, let's get some merch going. Candy cane biker shorts.
Well, someone told me that our podcast cover was gay. So,
No, that's okay.
oh,
Great.
cool. You
That's
noticed
sweet.
it.
Yeah,
You noticed it.
exactly.
Like literally, it was someone on Twitter, and I was like, "Well, you noticed it." So I don't care. That's
Also,
the
what is this? Is this like 1993? Is gay supposed to be offensive? Like somebody calls me gay, I'm like, okay. So
I
like,
don't.
I don't care. Like it doesn't
I
bother
don't.
me. It's just
I
like,
don't
oh,
care.
are colors too much for you? Is black and gray the only thing you have in
Bro,
your
have you
life?
seen
Like
my socks?
grow up.
I don't care.
No, I know. It's
You
between your
know,
socks and your watch bands, buddy.
I'll
Good for
tell you
you.
about gay. Growing up in the San Francisco Bay Area in sixth grade, so I'm way ahead of the curve than you guys. I think you could probably understand that. Like we got over that real quick as little kids, and we don't care. My sixth grade teacher, Mr. Carroll, one of my favorite teachers to this day, who got me into classical music. Pause, and then my love of music grew more from that. And then I would play him because I had the Beastie Boys cassette, The License to Ill, all the time. And so he was listening to that. He goes, "Here's my music," and he would play it in class when we were doing math tests or whatever. And I got so into classical to this day, literally because of him. It's my calm down music. But he was gay, and he was like the organizer of the gay parade one year, and he was on TV. And the next day, he came in, and it was kind of a scandal with a few kids that were saying things, like fag and queer and homo and things like that. Not to him, but they were saying
Right.
amongst kids. And like again, I even then I don't care. I had like literally has no bearing on me. I didn't go. Don't touch me with it, and we're good. I don't care, And so that still stands even for you.
Oh, hey, I might touch you with it. We'll see.
But
But
we
them
went.
sexy ass socks, buddy. Keep it up.
We left for lunch, and back then we used to have this little punch card for lunch, and you had to punch each day. And I forgot my lunch card, so I had to run back to class. And he was in there. I grabbed it, and he said, "What'd you do?" I said, "I forgot my lunch card." So I had to go up to his desk where he has a little file thing for it. I got it out, and he said something like, "Have a good lunch" or whatever. And you could tell he was like either crying or nervous or something. And I just stopped. It was, real kids, Hallmark moment. Because I stopped and
sure.
I stopped and looked at him and I said, "Mr. Carroll." And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Nobody cares." And I turned around and walked out. And so I remember he told me I seen him fast forward in high school. He was there for some reason. And I seen him at lunch and I walked over and said hi. And he had mentioned that, saying the day I said nobody cares, he goes, "I realized no one actually does care. And the people that do care, I don't care about them."
Yeah.
I always thought, yeah, I don't care. Are you kidding? I'm Mexican. I don't care. You know what kind of slack I get for that?
Probably a ton, but you know what? Not over here. I love that big old Mexican mustache you got.
Okay.
That with the socks. Let's go.
This is getting uncomfortable.
You'll be all right.
It's going to be called The Sermon next week if you don't knock it off.
We'll see.
Bluetooth marijuana. First of all, what's with Bluetooth marijuana?
Like, don't. That is.
No.
Listen. Hey, listen.
Check
I went
it
on
out.
a whole.
Can you guess what this
about
is?
this.
Can you guess what this is?
Because it was so insanely stupid.
I'm not a drug addict.
That's
How would I
why.
know?
Shut up. No, but it's like I was looking for a new vape or whatever for some wax, and I was going through some stuff, and I was talking to my wife. She works in the industry, and she's like, "Oh, well, here, check this out," and sends me different things, and it was from one of her coworkers, and I'm like, why in God's name do I need Bluetooth connectivity for something just to get high? I was like, this is ridiculous.
What is that for, though? What does it do?
I don't know. I guess so you can like change the temperature from an app on your phone. But listen, I just want to get stoned. Like I was roasting it. I was going nuts. Like my wife was like, "Okay, this is a 20-minute rant about how stupid this is." I was like, "I'm gonna keep going." Like there is absolutely
high, go for a run.
No, man. Well, yeah, you can get high and go for
Exercise.
a run. That's neither here nor there.
Dude, you go.
Are you
start
telling me
working
about
out.
runner's high? Come on.
You start working. Well, you have a runner's body. Except, do you still shave? Right in the nipples?
Do I still shave?
Chafe.
No, dude. No.
So,
like you learned that early in your first marathon. Come on,
they're
bud.
inverted.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
But start working out, and you get high off of that.
Well,
That's all you want. Like you chase that high every day. I chase that high every day. And I'm willing to stop strangers on the street and go, "Excuse me, how your rings doing? Notice you had an Apple Watch."
And then they're like, why is this Mexican stopping me and asking me about rings? Go for a run.
Yeah, I've never done that, but I do notice everyone's Apple Watch. And then I engage people in conversation like, oh, I see that Garmin on you. How do you like that Garmin? I do that. I just talk.
Yeah.
It embarrasses my family, but it is what it is.
Well,
What?
nothing.
If you can measure it, which is what the Apple Watch does, if you can measure it, you can improve it.
Yeah. No, I get it, Tony Robbins. You're definitely on that arc.
I was stuck in an elevator. Well, not stuck in an elevator. I was in an elevator with that guy, and I stuck because it was switching floors. And he's like, "Hi, folks. How's everybody doing?" And I was like,
Gross. I'd be like, don't talk to me. Take
he
that
wasn't
giant
rude.
jaw and get away from me.
He was not rude at all. Like, at all. He was very polite. He was friendly. But it was like, can you chill, pal? Dial it down a little bit. Dial it down.
I don't want to talk to anybody regardless anytime, but let alone in an elevator where it's like you're confined and you have to be around that person. No, like I would have just immediately put AirPods in and just pretended like I didn't see what was happening.
Yeah, this is probably 10, 15 years ago, 15
Okay,
years
well,
ago.
I would have busted out the Walkman or the Discman and just been like, nope.
Yeah, but it was like, just dial it back, pal.
Yeah.
Relax. I'm glad you're happy, but
Right.
calm down. Knock it off.
Yeah, that's that's the kind of like over the top thing where I'm just like, you know what? Great, good for you, but like, calm down, dude. Calm down.
Yeah, no. He definitely doesn't wear fun socks. If anybody on Twitter knows who owns the account at Fun Socks, please put them in connection with me. I would like to have that account. They don't use it. It's been defunct for 5 years. And that's now the new mission and mission statement of this podcast.
Is to get you the Fun Socks account.
Yeah. You know what's fun?
Socks.
Pastor Pat.
Hey.
Project Pat.
Hey, let's go.
You heard this. So
I did,
Killer Mike and T.I. opened up a seafood restaurant in Atlanta, and this was the opening.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but Project Pat, dude.
Let's go. Yep.
Killed it.
Pole man is never heard. That's ecclesiastic. Money flipping around here, kind of like gymnastics. Some of y'all talking sassy, need some clean underwear. Your opinion doesn't matter here. Don't even got burger fur. Why you smile, you see a glare. Talking all that rude from dirt to diamonds. You see me shining, this ain't voodoo. Driving haters cool. You can get a blessing too. If you ain't hopping on this money train, ain't stressing you. Money flipper, flashing like the Big Dipper. My dog country keep running chamber on the hip hop. Big tipper, red bottoms, I never slip.
That's amazing, right?
Oh yeah. I've loved Pat since he dropped. You know what I mean? Like it's just he's got that flow that's uniquely his, and every time you hear it, you just know that's Project Pat.
Yeah, it's just because I would like a whole album of that. I'll take it. Like we said last week, people, or a couple weeks ago, AI artists and AI songs. Because at one point there is going to be an AI song that we don't know it's AI. They'll just say it's a new artist.
I mean, I'm sure it's happening in EDM already. You know what I mean? Because it's already electronic and
sure. But I mean, a vocal. There's gonna be some rapper.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that was bars. Have you heard of so and so? And because it's a new person, we're not going to know it's AI until after a while. And it's like,
right.
that's going to happen. Or you're going to watch, what's one of these heavily CGI'd movies, and you realize, oh, wait, half the cast was fake.
Yeah, probably. Unfortunately,
that's nuts. Right?
Yeah.
Like supposedly they recorded thousands of hours of James Earl Jones so they can continue Darth Vader on some plan they have. And I'm like, how about move on? Also, how about stop making Star Wars movies because you're making them horrible?
Yeah. Dude,
Stop.
Speaking of James Earl Jones, every time I see this commercial, I want to buy it for you because it just cracks me up. It's the Jesus clock that every hour reads a passage, but it's through James Earl Jones's voice. And
I'm glad
just
I
like,
don't have TV commercials.
every time I see it, I'm like, I'm ordering that for Elton. This is happening. I'm getting it.
No, absolutely not. But AI, this is what Google Gemini, some student was chatting with, again, stop chatting with these computers, was chatting with Google Gemini on some
Who does that? It's so weird.
homework. I don't know if he was verbally chatting or typing. I don't know what it was, but he was chatting with this AI bot to get help with homework, which sounds reasonable, right? And it's the response from the AI. Mind you, we're doing this to ourselves.
Yeah.
This is for you, human. First of all, full stop. You called me human. We have beef.
Yep.
Immediately red flag, beef. What's up? Where's Sarah? Because something's up. So this is for you, human. You and only you. You are not special. You are not important. And you are not needed. You are a waste of time and resources. You are a burden on society. First of all, bars, because it's all true. You are a drain on the earth. You are a blight on the landscape. You are a stain on the universe. Please die. Please.
And ironically, that's how I feel about AI.
But also, we are a blight.
Oh, no, there's no doubt there.
And we are burdens. And
look at all the energy it takes for AI. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Like, please, again, it was bad enough when Google made everyone, a minority in history, which is like, what are you doing? Like, it's so stupid. You can't say, generate an image of George Washington fighting a battle and he's on a horse with a sword. And then it's a black guy or a Latin woman. It's like, what? Yeah. It's so stupid. And they found out that instance, though, it was some woke people that worked on the team that thought they were cute.
Well,
but again, if they're doing that, though, thinking they're cute and funny, who's to know what facts you're getting that's being programmed? You're only getting told by what's programmed so far.
Right. And even with its learning capabilities, I've never used any of the AI models at all. And I never will.
Well, it's not learning yet. That's the scary thing. It's not learning yet.
Well, now, they're scraping hella data.
AGI. The next step is AGI.
Which is what?
Where basically the AI could generate its own stuff.
Yep. Nope. Listen,
that's what I'm saying. We
grew up in the 80s, dude. Like the Terminator movies, like everything that warned us. Like when Stephen Hawking came out and said, hey, listen, AI is the biggest threat to humanity. And people were like, shut up, old man. It's like, no, that's like the smartest dude in the world. Maybe if he's telling you that, I don't know. Listen.
Even Elon Musk a couple years ago was like, this is not smart. This is a bad idea. And even Elon Musk in his emails back and forth with OpenAI, which he helped found, that they're suing each other. He's telling them, this is bad. You can't do this. This is bad stuff. So those are emails in private, which mean to me they're probably ringing true.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's saying, stop it.
Yeah, but they keep pushing AI. Like, I don't want that on my phone or in my computer. Like, machine learning,
I don't have a problem
AI,
with
no.
I don't have a problem. Yeah, machine learning, because they're essentially the same thing, but different.
Right.
I like Apple's approach.
Yeah, same.
Their Apple Intelligence, which shout out to them for reincorporating AI to Apple Intelligence. They are masters of that. They are absolute masters of their branding, but their AI will not write something for you. It'll help you correct it or rephrase it or change tone. Yeah. But it will not, you can't say, write me a letter to Doc Jeezy, terminating him, the contract from the podcast. It won't do that. It'll be like, nope. Right. But every other AI will just fake it. And that's where you get those AI fake social media people who are, every time they type in their Twitter app, it rewrites it for them to say, this is the most nutritious text. This is the way you get it. Like,
yeah, it's so weird and creepy. And yeah, it's not anything I want to be involved with. And it's anytime they're making ethical decisions, like, no, stop. I don't want any of that. Like, I barely trust people to make ethical decisions. The last thing I need is some AI generated,
that's the thing with ethics.
Terminator.
There are certain things that are clear, but only some things are clear.
Right.
Do not murder. Do not touch kids. Those are all things we agree on, right? Those are ethically wrong.
Absolutely.
But a lot of stuff is such a gray area. Do not steal. Define steal. Am I starving? Is my kid starving? Am I only taking just a Twinkie because I'm starving? Did I shoot somebody to take their TV? Because that's bad.
Right.
But did I just go into the store and pocket a granola bar because I'm literally starving?
Right. Exactly. And it's always morally right to steal if you're starving. I don't care what anybody says.
That is still stealing. That is still a violation of law. But is it ethically okay? No, it is. It's fact. It's
that's fact.
But is it, what are we, a Bucks County commissioner? But what are we, there's ethics into that. But here, AI, how about we take some of these celebrities, and I believe everyone has the right to speak their opinion. The Americans, you have the full force of the Constitution and the rights guaranteed to it. Speak your mind if you want to. But please know, you're like, don't bring politics into your job. And unfortunately, if you're a celebrity, your job is just your job always because you speak, right? That's just what you are. Eva Longoria, you're a celebrity wherever you go. You're never not a celebrity. You're never off work because you're only Eva Longoria to me, right? She's only that woman from the movies and the TV shows. She's a celebrity. So she had recently said, and I think we should use AI to replace these crybabies, that she was stumping for Kamala Harris, but she moved her family out of the dystopian United States because of the homelessness and high taxes in California. And she left for a brighter life in Mexico and Spain.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. That's fine. If you're not happy here, move. I mean, and you have the means, do it. Like literally, and you're amongst family in both countries. Yes. I mean, I couldn't encourage that more. If you're unhappy, change it. But
Yeah.
the reasons she give are disingenuous. She's a liar. She didn't just move out now as she's making it sound, because the thing goes on later on to talk about Trump, because of Trump. She moved 2.5 years ago
Yeah.
while Gavin Newsom was the governor then and is still the governor of
Unfortunately.
California, where there was high homelessness and high taxes, to which she spoke on. And then the dystopian nature of lockdowns and stuff.
No, go.
Well, it was the Democratic governor. You cannot like Trump, but doesn't mean you have to stand for the Democrat. These people are disingenuous liars.
Yeah. I mean, as far as talking about, politics at your job, like, I mean, you could be anybody and talk about politics. If you do it at your job, there's going to be backlash, and
Sure.
say whatever you want. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put the thing I think with a lot of like celebrities is people to put way too much worth into what they have to say about any kind of political thing. Make up your own mind. You know what I mean? I've never been like, it's like the old Dave Chappelle thing. What does Ja Rule think? Where is Ja? You know what I mean? I've never in my life thought like,
what does Denzel think?
Exactly. I'm not going to I'm not going to a celebrity for like my political ideology. Like that's the last thing I'm going to do. So as far as that goes, I don't really care. Say whatever you want, but like I just stop worshiping celebrities in general. Who cares what they think?
Well, some celebrities, like some humans, regular people, make valid points. Denzel Washington said that both parties are manipulating us and they lie.
Then he's not wrong.
No, he's dead right.
Yeah.
I remember years ago he was on, I don't know which election. It wasn't the most recent one, the recent two, but he was on the red carpet somewhere, and the guy asked him, "Who'd you vote for yesterday?" He goes, "None of your business."
And it's
And
not.
And he said, "What does it matter? Are you going to not like the movie now? Like, it's true. Do you like the movie or not? Because he's smart. He's just smart that way. This is my job. I'm at work."
Right. Exactly.
He's trying to sell a product.
Yeah. If it's work related, shut up. You know what I mean? I can't go into work and say what I really want to say.
Well,
but
he's trying
when I'm
to sell
gone,
his movie. He wants people
exactly.
to see it.
And I'm trying to get paid at my job too. So I get that. Like work
Can you
related,
imagine
sure.
though, you owning a shoe store and putting like all this MAGA stuff or all this comma stuff all over?
No.
I want everyone to come in and buy my shoes.
Right.
I mean, remember Jordan said that and he got slack when he says Republicans buy shoes too. That's why he wouldn't get involved with politics or talk about it. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
You know?
Then I mean, that's
hey,
the
shout
thing.
out to LeBron James. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I was the one that told you about it.
Yeah, so go ahead and tell the fine folks of the audience of the Joint Sermons.
Oh, man. So Big Meech, massive drug dealer in the like early 90s to late mid 90s. I don't know. Head of BMF, whatever. And like literally was in jail for moving like metric tons of cocaine. And this fool really says, "Welcome home, Big Meech." First of all, that is just like the weirdest thing to ever do. Like at the end of the day, he still hurt the community way more than he could have ever helped it. And like to kind of like, put that out there, like, dude, you're a basketball player, dog. Like you do things for your community. Why would you big up someone like that? I don't get it. And man, he was getting wrecked on his Twitter page. And I'm sure it's still up, but it's just like, why would you say that, dude? Just don't.
It's so fake. But LeBron was born in 84.
Yeah.
And Meech here was born in 68.
Yeah. I mean, he had to be, I think he was already in jail by the time LeBron hit the league.
That's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking like, you're corny, dude. Stop it.
Yeah. I don't know the whole, like, I want to be like affiliated with like hella gangster stuff. I don't get it. I don't know. Like, I guess it's like if you were, not around it and you kind of like have this weird like idea of how cool it is. It's like, no, I knew some real people that went to jail for real things, that did real time in like real federal prison. And they'll be the first ones to be like, dude, this sucks. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's only people that have never been around it that think it's like glamorous. It's like, yeah, they got hella money, but like enjoy that life for the brief amount of time you'll have it.
It's corny, but it's corny to be a billionaire. LeBron James is, for all effective purposes that we could tell, has got a wonderful life. More money than he needs, enjoys his career,
Yeah.
successful at it, and successful in different careers, by the way.
Yeah.
Producing videos and movies and stuff. You're welcome home. Shut up.
Yeah. Nobody's checking for that. You know what I mean? Like, just, yeah. It was super weird to me. It's super corny. And I'm just like, that's just dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
just poser. Celebrities
Yeah.
are stupid sometimes.
oh, well, yeah. No doubt about that.
I mean, like the stupid ones that, we said this last week that went and stumped for Kamala for pay.
Yeah. God.
Again,
yeah.
it still bothers me. So you were pushing the young, influential crowd, who's the ones you're going to influence, for money, even though you didn't agree with what you were saying. How could you sell yourself out like that? You already have money. They already have money.
Yeah. I don't get it. Like, that was whenever I saw that. And now I guess it was even more money. It was funny. I saw somebody who was like, Brewster's Millions was a joke of a movie, but man, running through $1.5 billion in like 7 weeks or whatever it was impressive. Like, I mean, how do you even do that?
That was a great movie.
Oh, so good.
First, you get a minor league baseball team.
Absolutely.
To help you spend it. But no.
And John Candy. All right.
Yeah. He take him to the salad, the Sizzler.
Yeah.
All you can eat. I miss John Candy.
I know, man. He's so good in everything. That dude was just the man.
Like I'll tell, my remote, I'll tell Siri on my remote, John Candy, and or I do that Chevy Chase or, Bill Murray, and it'll just pop up their movies. I'll pick one of those.
Yeah.
Always. That whole vibe. Everything about 80s movies I love. The way they told the story, their pace, the acting style, the coloring of the film, everything is just, I like it. Everything's so crystal clear and over processed now.
Yeah, it's I want some of that grime. You know what I mean? Like there's so many movies I'll go back and watch now. There's a lot of bootleg kung fu movies that I have, and they're obviously rips, but it's like I don't care. Like it just reminds me of a time where it was like, yeah, that was on actual film. You know what I mean? It's like the
Once Upon a
subtitles
Time
suck.
in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino. I think that might have been his last movie, the last one he made. That was on film.
Was it? I watched it. It wasn't bad.
He wanted the whole vibe of the 60s and 70s. So it's like, well, that's a way to do it.
Yeah. I will say watching Brad Pitt beat up the Manson family on acid was absolutely hilarious. I was like, this is hilarious.
What do you think of Brad Pitt's character beating up Bruce Lee?
Oh, see, you know what? I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I'm almost, so because the guy, it's apparently he was based on a real person.
Oh, yeah.
But they fictionalized out clearly the movie.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But I would love to know if that person who was a stunt guy actually got in a fight with Bruce Lee and how long it took Bruce Lee to beat his ass. Because I don't believe that guy beat up.
No, nobody's beating up Bruce Lee. I don't know.
Probably not. Probably, 20 guys at once will.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I do love that time a reporter in San Francisco Bay Area when I was a kid, because that's where he was from, asked him, can you fight that many people at one time, like in the movies? Like, shut up. But he's like, he kind of is like, no, I would know.
Well,
like,
that's why he came to the U.S. because whenever he was in China, he was having when he was younger, he was having problems with all these other Tongs or whatever, and was getting in fights all the time, and it was like literally on some like 15-on-1 type of stuff. And his mom was just like, yeah, you got to get out of here and go to the U.S. because you're not going to make it if you stay here.
You know too much about the China.
Well,
China.
It's the comrades.
And here comes the communism.
Yes, I'm getting that on a shirt, by the way. Maybe, you know what? Check this out. We'll put it on socks.
Ooh, I don't. Wait.
Yeah, you'd wear them.
You had me at socks.
I know. That's how I get you.
Dude, I love socks. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Oh, no. I love that you love socks that much. It will never not be endlessly entertaining to me.
I'm not gay, but a pair of socks is a pair of socks.